We got Dale. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. First off, you do give information. Enjoyed the information you gave us. We need a critical view of the Bible in a Christian society. I'm not an atheist. The definition of atheism, as I read it when I looked it up in the Bible, was someone who believes that God does not exist, which to me is just another belief system. It's just another religion. Well, it's just another way to confine yourself and close your mind to the full potential of an infinite number of possibilities.
Where exactly in the Bible is this definition of atheism?
No, I read it. Did I say the Bible? I'm sorry. Yeah. I looked it up in the dictionary.
There's actually, the definition we commonly use is lack of belief in a God, because that's the one that's most accurate. The definition you're referring to is the belief that there is no God, which is an assertive position, which, depending on how you want to define terms, may or may not be provable. And there's actually a third definition, which is archaic, which still appears in some dictionaries, and it drives me crazy. And the definition is immorality. And it's just absurd. I mean, I realize they listed it as archaic, but, even most Christians today, even my parents, who were devastated to some extent that I was no longer a Christian and had accepted that I was an atheist now, even they recognized and didn't accuse me of being immoral. I mean, they opted to go with the verse where God has written his moral code on the heart of everybody. So even though I'm a heathen working for the devil, I still can be a good person.
One of my best friends, who's has a lot of integrity, a very caring, loving person, and he is the most atheistic person I know. So and it has nothing to do with morality.
Also, if it helps, I mean, just to make it clear, if someone came up tomorrow with real hard evidence for God, I wouldn't just say, "Oh, I refuse to hear it." I mean. Yeah. I'm not closed-minded in the sense that I refuse to look at information or look at evidence. I am just simply saying that until I see that evidence or until I see that information that convinces me there is a God, my take is that there's not one. And it's sort of the same take I take with leprechauns. I mean, I don't believe in leprechauns, but if somebody brought one to me and it's like, oh, holy cow, there's Lucky Charms, then I would be sold. I'd be like, well, okay, there's a leprechaun. I mean, I wouldn't deny it if I actually saw it. I mean, it's just that in the face of the lack of evidence for it, I simply say I don't believe it. Let's say I don't believe it yet. I'm willing to believe it if somebody can bring me a God, but I've never had anybody actually give me anything that was evidence of God.
Anyway, your critique of the Bible is a positive thing.
Thank you.
We need that.
Yeah.
And there was one other point, if I can think of it here.
Information should never rattle anybody. If information rattles a person, they need to really question whether they're looking for truth or they're just looking to support their doctrine. So I think you're right. I think information can only be a good thing.
And one other thing, you're not doing any harm. The harm that's done is by religions that lay guilt trips on people, and that's the main thing that problem I have with Christianity and a lot of other Bible-based religions that came from the Western traditions are heavy guilt trips.
Okay. That's definitely an element of that.
Something that's addressed. As far as faith, I have faith that when I flip my light on, when I flip my switch, the light's going to come on.
Yeah, in that definition of faith, I'm with you.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't come on.
Okay.
My bulb might be burnt out.
Yeah, and when it does, you can usually find out why.
I have faith that it's going to come on. So,
All right. Thanks a lot, Dale.
Faith in something, brother.
Appreciate you calling, Dale. Thanks a lot.